Okay, let's press on with problem solving. Okay, in this video here, we are going to learn about interpreting linear functions. Okay, so what are you used to? You're used to seeing y equals mx plus b, straight line, right? This way, or if you have your axis like this, straight line can go this way or that way. Anyway, so that's your equation, m, commonly known as the slope. But I want you to think of it more of also the rate. Okay, when do we know that we are talking about the rate? Okay, some vocabulary here: per, each, every. Okay, and what is your b? Okay, commonly called the y-intercept, but think of it a lot as the initial value or the starting point. And x is your independent variable. Normally, your horizontal line, and y is your dependent variable, the vertical line. Okay, m here is the coefficient of your independent variable. So we have mx, the number multiplying your independent variable becomes your rate, m. Okay, so if I put something like y equals k minus 3x, okay, k minus 3x plus 100. This whole thing, whatever is multiplying your x becomes your independent variable. Okay, anyway, let's answer some questions here. Okay, so the first one here from College Board, that's not my question. So we have Andrea has a glass tank, or Andrea has a glass tank, right? It's a glass tank. First, he wants to put some marbles in it, all of the same volume, okay? And then he wants to fill the tank. So we started. Here's the equation. We're given the equation. It's going to fill the tank, okay? And you are given the definition of the variables. It's W versus N. The equation shows the equation shown above describe the volume W measured in liters that Andrea should use when there are n marbles. Okay, so we start with the volume. We're gonna put marbles in there, whatever rise, and fill it up, right? Okay, so what is the volume of this? What is the volume? So looking at the equation, right? Before we even start filling it, before we drop the first marble n in there, okay, what is the volume? This is telling you this is when n equals 0. Before we put anything in there, what volume do we have? N equals 0. And if you plug n equals 0 in here, what do you get? 32 minus 0. So the volume answer to this question is 32. Let's do another one here. Okay, this question here we have temperature and time. So look at it. Okay, so the moment you see it, look at it. What kind of equation is it? What is it? Okay, so the t here is t to the power 1. R here is to the power 1, but we don't write 1. So this is linear. Okay, since you don't see any squared or cube or anything. This is linear equation. The moment you see a question is a linear equation, write y equals mx plus b underneath it. All right, 42. So you are used to seeing. Okay, so this is written r equals 42 minus 0.7 t. Okay, the one right here. Okay, this is your rate expression. So just rewrite this as r equals negative 0.7 t plus 42. And then you compare it to y equals mx plus b. Okay, now let's answer the question, right? Quinn returned home, okay, and found the room extremely hot. He turned the air conditioner on, the room temperature began decreasing at a constant rate. So you see rate right there? Okay, look at the question. whatever is multiplying. So we are looking at temperature versus time. Time becomes your what? Independent variable. And we talk about rate. What is rate? The coefficient of your independent variable. Anyway, so here's the rest of the question. The equation shown above gives the room temperature R in degrees Celsius at T minutes after. So pay attention to the definition of your variable. T minutes after Quinn returned on the air conditioner. What was the room temperature in degrees Celsius when Quinn returned home? Okay, so you look at the timing. Okay, this is so Quinn returned home is time what? T equals 0. It's just at the beginning. So when you put T equals 0 in there, what do you get? R equals 42 minus 0. So the temperature is 42 degrees Celsius. Now here, let's go to this. This is distance time. Again, what's your independent variable? T. What's your coefficient of the independent variable? 38, right? The absolute value is 38. So that becomes your what? Rate. Now read the question, right? He's driving a car. The formula shown describe the remaining distance d measured in meters. That Rachel has to travel after t seconds. What is Rachel's speed in meters per second? So here you're not told whether to go and find out d or t, but you have to know what does this mean? Speed per second. Speed per. Remember what I told you in the beginning? That talks to you about rate. So straight up you go. It is 38. 38. The absolute value is 38. Okay, this the negative tells you that it's decreasing because we're talking about the remaining distance. So the question answer to that will be 38. And then here, one more last one. Okay, last one. So this is salary versus number of shares sold. Okay, so you look at the equation again, you write, okay, this is written, don't look at the first thing here. You rearrange this as S equals 500C plus 40,000. Okay, Y equals MX plus B. So the constant, the one without any variable, that's your constant. The one with the variable, that becomes your independent variable. So Caden started a new job selling dental chairs. He earns a base salary plus a commission for every chair he sells. The equation above gives Caden's annual salary S in dollars after selling C dental chairs. Okay? Based on the equation, what is Caden's base? Base salary. What's the base? Base is what? That's your beginning. Base is before you even sell any, right? If you don't get any commission at all, that's your base. That is when C equals 0 and the base salary will be 40,000. Okay, so now you go on College Board via Khan Academy. Okay, you go to practice, and on the heart of algebra, I need you to practice all do 4 sets of 5 questions, be 20 questions, and interpreting linear functions. Interpreting linear functions. That will be your exercise. Do all 20. Don't do 5 and stop. Do all 20. Okay? And I'll check your work. Right? If you have any questions, let me know. Keep on practicing. Practice at least makes what? Improvement. Have a good day. Bye-bye.